Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Breaker 2, and we are finally back. Sorry for the fairly long interruption in service, but I had the worst cold I have had in 10 years. I about 3, 4 years ago, maybe 5, I started taking zinc lozenges when I get a cold. It usually prevents most of the worst symptoms, but I stopped taking those. I thought I was better. Then I got a scratchy throat. Then I got a cough, and I was down for another week and a half. So it was terrible. But what we're going to do for the rest of this week and probably the week, the first part of the next week, is catch up on the last 4 DLC stages. This is 12B. We're going to start with 11A and 12A and then do 11B and 12B because, because. So both the A's, I think, are here. Yes, so we'll start with 11A. Prizes are some fancy plastic, money, Infinite Justice Gundam weapon base, long rifle mastery converter. I'm so sorry, still have the cough, trying to get around it, but I couldn't wait to record any longer. The challenge rewards are rifle base M1 and Psycho Frame base M times 3. So it is, as far as I can tell, just a straight up mission, so let's see what happens. I forgot to save my latest Patchwork Gundam configuration before, so I'm hoping that I picked the right parts and changed the setup back to what I had, because I don't remember. But I think it was wearing the Sinanju vest, an upgrade from the O's torso. I know it's not actually a vest, but that's what it looks like. It looks like Wing Gundam Zero wearing a very fancy vest. Okay, I see the Akatsuki, I see Sword Impulse Gundam, I see a nuke coming down. Let's get out the way. Oh wow, look at that grouping. Earthshaker. That was useless. Bazookas then. That was better. Okay, there's an Akatsuki HCAD chip. I don't think I actually need that, but I'm not going to say no. I am going to say stomp whenever possible, but not no. Okay, well I'm having trouble hitting you, so we'll just do it that way. Oops, I was in the air. I forgot the bazooka thing leaves you in the air, so... Hope everybody who celebrates has a good Easter. I hope everybody who didn't got their discount candy. Well, does or doesn't. So, I found a pretty nice pile of stuff. Cadbury mini eggs are the thing. I've heard tell repeatedly that American Cadbury chocolate does not hold a candle to British, but I have no way to really get a hold of the British, especially since Hershey's been clamping down on their U.S. distribution. So, but Cadbury mini eggs have some of the nicest, smoothest chocolate, even in the U.S. incarnation, that you can get. So, they are a favorite, and I found the 1 pound bag at half price. So, it was a good day. Okay, it'll be this door when it... Okay, they're ready to let me through. I was expecting something nastier first, but... Alright. Okay. Nuke isn't ready. Bazooka EX isn't ready. Stomp was ready. And now the bazooka's ready, so... I've been having a lot of fun the last few weeks watching Team 4-Star play Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which they contributed a voice to. But it's fun to watch them. It looks like a fun game. I understand it's not like a great game, but... I like Dynasty Warriors, so I'm not really, super picky about if something is a truly great game or not, as long as it's fun. And Xenoverse looks like fun. And, but yeah, that's been fun. Other than that, I've been playing some Monster Hunter. I'm finally high rank. That has never happened before. I played, I played a fair amount of Try, which, you know, it's hard to get, if not impossible, to get to high rank without the online servers, and they were down not long after I started playing the game. Not to mention that back when I was playing it, it was really kind of hard to get a decent internet connection for the Wii. We've gotten a better router since then, and, you know, I could if I wanted to, but it's all moot now, rather. But yeah, for Ultimate, I've been playing some online. I've made it to high rank. I'm doing all the high rank offline caravan stuff right now. And this is true in Freedom Unite, and it's basically true now. The Kezu is probably my least favorite monster so far. Can never really get around all of its lightning attacks the way I want to, but that's usually my fault. And again, as I probably said before, that's one of the charms and beauties of Monster Hunter. When I lose, it's my fault. I never felt that way with Souls. I always felt like the game was actively out to get me. Which, Monster Hunter being a game that encourages cooperation, you know, from the storyline on up, you never really feel like that. The game gives you enough clues and cues to get through, and there's always more prep you can do. You can pick different weapons, you can pick different armor, you can take the right potables, you can take, you know, you can get the right meal from the feline chef. Basically, yeah, you know, the Souls games and Bloodborne were not my cup of tea. They were too frustrating. But Monster Hunter is just right. You know, from what I've been reading about G-Rank, that's probably about when the Souls/Bloodborne level of difficulty will kick in, but I'm pretty sure that with cautious play, I will be alright. I will not be perfect. I will fail my fair share of quests, because I've watched some really good people, and that happens, so I'm prepared for that, mostly. But yeah, so mostly those two things, watching Team 4-Star and playing Monster Hunter, were the extent of my convalescence. That, and of course, the end of Gundam Build Fighters Try, which was not bad. It kind of was the encapsulation of the entire series, including the high school sitcom-y bits that were not to my taste. But more importantly, after 36 years, and it was 36 years as of like Monday, Rambaral finally got his Dom. And they all lived happily ever after, and that's how you can tell it's not a regular Gundam series, because they all lived. I'm kicking you off this thing. Ah, that's right, it charges. And now it's overheating. Well, I'll just get off the thing and fight by hand. I also watched, after taking a fairly long time off, like since episode 3 or 4, the last episode of Reconquista in G, and that really kind of just stops, doesn't it? Which is, you know, I'm fine with the Tomino series where not a lot of people die. It's, you know, not exactly playing to his strengths, but I don't mind it. And someone I follow on Twitter translated some of the like post-series interviews he did, and they are really fascinating. So basically, he said that one of the reasons he likes to do confusing and complex work is because he hates it when as a creator, when he's not being talked about. So, you know, even if they're not saying anything kind, if they're having to think about it, he counts that as a victory. So, okay, it looks like Destiny and Infinite Justice, but first I'm killing this other guy. There. Now, I'm gonna nuke you. Nuke didn't really do that much, did it? Oh well, this should do the rest. So yes, that is Rob's rambling story as to what he did on his viral vacation. Man, that was an abrupt mission complete screen. Oh well. I got the Infinite Justice weapon bits, which I'm sure I'll need like 2 or 3 of to make anything worth a damn. Got it all, so. And parts. Impulse head, Destiny head, Infinite Justice head with its truly ridiculous Mohawk center. Akatsuki head, I didn't have that yet either. Infinite Justice torso, Infinite Justice arms, Infinite Justice legs, complete with beam shins, no doubt. I love those. I did not get the backpack. Well, I'll be doing it again. We all know this, so. Parts grinding is parts grinding, so. Builder kit parts. Okay, good. A lot of one of the lower level plastics we didn't have a lot of before. Some of the higher ranked stuff. More Akatsuki HCAD chips, which is good because there's a couple of different sets of parts you need to make for it, so. Psychoframe base, phase shift base. Yeah. Phase shift armor base M is this. Variable phase shift armor M. Rifle base H2. GN Sword 3 HCAD chips, which actually I had quite a few of. Shield base H2. Long rifle mastery converter. Mastery patch 1. Ability patch 1, which, boy, did I need those, and still do. Okay, well, we will be back in tomorrow, and I will tell you about the other thing that I did on my sick leave, which it's a foolish purchase, but it's something I have been wanting for a long time. So we'll talk about that tomorrow.